crafty friends, welcome to Crafting with the Gringas. I'm starting a new series called Squarie Pies, and the first on the list is this cute little turkey because let's face it, Thanksgiving and turkeys just go so well together. I'm going to be using a 4-weight yarn in a brown tan turkey color, and I'm going to be using a variegated 4-weight in any kind of fall colors. So I've got this one that's got burgundy, browns, tans, and I've got this one that's got a little bit of a gold tone, a brown, lighter brown tone, blues. Okay, just find something at the store that you like that's variegated. And then I've got some safety eyes. The safety eyes that I used measure exactly 1 centimeter. And inch-wise, they're just under a ½ an inch. We will also need something to stuff our project, so some stuffing or even some yarn scraps will do. Let's get started with the slip knot. Let's make our loop. I'm going to pull our tail through the loop and tug on it. We can stick our hook into the loop we made and pull on that slightly as well. And our starting chain is going to be 15. So let's chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now we've got our 15 chains on our hook. We're going to go into the second, we've got our first chain, we're going to go into the second stitch on our hook. We're going to go into the second chain on our hook and make a single crochet. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. We're going to stick our hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Next stitch, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to continue doing those until we get to the end. Okay, I'll see you back when you've got 14 single crochets. I'm back and I've got 13 single crochets, and I'm going to go and do the last one. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, instead of keep working up, we're going to work on the bottom. So turn your work so that your chains are on the top of your project. You can insert your hook through both of the strands if it's easier. I also like to crochet over my tail. So we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to go into the next stitch and single crochet. Okay, let's just keep single crocheting in each stitch. I think I've worked over my tail enough, so I'm going to leave that behind and keep single crocheting. We're going to keep single crocheting until we get to the end. You can hear we still have 2 stitches. We have 1 and 2. Okay, I'm going to single crochet into that one, and we'll single crochet into the last one. And this is what it should look like at this point. And we're going to ignore this on the edge here. At this point you should have 28 stitches on your project. Now that's our first row. We're going to go in to the next stitch. So we're just going to keep going around. We're going to go into this stitch on your hook. Make sure you have both strands on your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. From here we're going to add a stitch marker. This is going to be our first stitch of each round. So this is the start of our second round. And then so keep single crocheting. Don't forget to turn your project inside out. This side of your project is the right side. So now instead of crocheting on this side, you're going to be crocheting on this side. And I will meet you back when you've got your 13 rows done. I'm here with my 13 rows. Okay, and up here on the top we're going to count 5 rows down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between the 5th and 6th rows, we'll place our safety eyes. If you want to look at this little turkey for reference. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to place mine. Okay, mine are placed, and then I'm going to put the backs on them. And snap them on. If you're making this for a child as a toy, or you've got young children around the house that could get their hands on these, make sure that you're using a high quality safety eye. You could also use a thread and embroider the eyes on. Okay, so we've got this. This is going to be the top of our turkey, this bottom row. Okay, now let's turn our work and take off our stitch marker and stuff, add some stuffing. You're going to want a good amount of stuffing in there. Okay, I've got mine like this. So I'm going to push that down in there and kind of pinch it together. Nice. I'm going to start by putting my hook through this first stitch. And then I'm going to put my hook through the next stitch that I can get a hold of. Okay, I'm going to pull up a loop. I'm going to make a slip stitch. Okay, we're going to do that with the next, all the stitches, and right a little bit before we go to close it off, we're going to fix up that stuffing. Okay, so we're going to put our hook through both stitches. We're going to stick our hook through both stitches parallel to each other, and we're going to slip stitch. So we're not going to yarn over, we're going to use that. I'm going to do that all the way along. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a minute And I'm going to push that stuffing out over and get some more stuffing. So you want it to be, doesn't have to be super full, but you do want it to be a little full and squishy, right? Just you can push it over up to this side and you can fill it up just a little bit more. Make sure you got it up in the corners. Like here I'm pushing up in the corners. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more. These toys always need a lot of stuffing. Okay, now we can continue now that we've got our little turkey. We can continue like we were. Making slip stitches. I'm gonna keep making slip stitches until our turkey is closed off. If you notice at this point that it still needs a little stuffing, now is the time to put it. Okay, we do have a little bit of a stitch there, but we're gonna cut our tail, leaving enough to weave in, and we'll just weave that in. Just weave that in. Okay, so let's get our needle. Okay, we can just stick our needle through that little stitch. Makes it a little bit easier. And back through. Okay, and now we can just thread it through some of the stitches. And keep threading it through till it comes out the other edge. Okay, and then we can cut our work. Now we've got our body ready. Now we'll meet you back in part 2 of this video so we can make the feathers. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!